Yo, what's up fam? Thanks once again for tuning into the channel. Thank you once again for watching this video, and I really super appreciate you guys for taking the time. Anyways, we're talking about a very cool sneaker right here. Sneaker, basketball shoe, whatever you want to call it. This is definitely more for the basketball vibes, but you know how basketball shoes are. They can be worn fashionably, athletically, however you want to wear it, down to the groceries. That's how you do it nowadays. If you guys don't know, this is KIXPLORE, where we talk about everything about sneakers, lifestyle, travel, and a little bit of everything in between. And today we're going to be talking about these. These are the Kobe Protro 3s in the Halo colorway, or triple whites, whatever you want to call it. From the last couple of years in terms of sneakers and performance, like shoes for basketball, I've only really gravitated towards Kobe's. I know there's heaps of other brands out there, leaning Adidas, New Balance, and all these other different kind of brands that are, making their way into the NBA basketball market. But man, Kobe's have never failed me, and I've always liked them. And I was really happy to actually get this Kobe to show you guys today. So let me tell you a little bit about the story of how I got them. So if you guys haven't watched my previous content from the last week or whatever, I was invited by Courtside and also the NBL to do a little bit of content for them. I had the opportunity to go to Courtside, which was a new basketball facility, and they also had a huge retail section in Courtside, Melbourne. And one of the sections that I saw the Jordan section. I was kind of really excited about that. But what got me even more excited was the Nike section, when I saw some Kobe's that were still, they pretty much still had a full-size run, even though these were sold out everywhere else outside. So I just took the chance of I know you guys don't have my size, but can I please ask if you got a 9.5 or a 10 in these? And boom, they did. They only had a 10, sorry. They had a 9 or a 10, and usually a 9.5. And I'm so happy that they only go full sizes, because nowadays I am a size 10 in all my Kobe's, or all my basketball shoes in Nikes. I'm normally a 9.5 in all my Jordans and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to performance basketball shoes, I am definitely a size half up. So I'm a size 10, not a 9.5. So true to size is a 9.5, and my basketball and recommended size for you guys to get this is in a size half up, so size 10 for me. First of all, it's all white. Man, can't go wrong with all white basketball sneakers, in my opinion. I know they get dirty a lot easier, but they match a lot more uniforms. I don't know, they're a little bit more flashy to me compared to some of the other fluoro, vibrant colors and everything. I'm a plain and simple black and white guy. I want my sneakers to be flashy, but not too flashy, if that makes sense. The unique thing about this is in the details, guys. So let me show you. One of the major things that I want you guys to kind of see is the tongue area. It's got this a really subtle iridescent shine, like a rainbow finish. So you can see it here on the side of the heel counter down there. And they also have some bits on the back down there. So, unique differences. That's what I like, man. Not too flashy, but very unique. Oh, there's a little scuff mark right here. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, right there. See that? What the heck is that? It's like a little scuff, glue mark. Whoa. It's getting more dirty as that annoys me. Anyways, but other than that, it's a pretty nice shoe. If you're definitely gonna take a shoe nowadays, to be absolutely 100% perfect, you gotta be joking yourself. Even some of the other brands with the higher quality stuff, they're never going to be perfect as well. So, you just got to take what you get. And and technically, in terms of the aesthetics for this one, I'm really happy either way. Because that's not damage or anything. It's just glue that I can't get off, damn it. You guys know that Kobe is known to be the mamba, the black mamba. So a lot of these kind of snake or reptile details are included. And you kind of see it in this, it's sort of like the snake skin going on the quarter paneling just there. There's a lot of really subtle details as well. You can, if the light can pick it up on the collar area down there, you can see that there's a little bit of a print. It just kind of blends in with the white. That's what I really like about this shoe. So obviously they have Zoom as the air unit underneath. And talking about the bottom of the sneaker down here, you have a really unique herringbone design. And of course, the most prominent thing you can see is the carbon plate right there on the arch. Usually I don't really go for high cuts. I gotta admit, high cut sneakers I don't really go for because they make me a little bit slower because they kind of restrict my ankle. So I feel like they make me slower. But I am pretty big now. It's not like I'm fast or anything anyway. This is probably more for my own protection to kind of guard around my ankles and my Achilles. Because if you guys didn't know, I did rupture my Achilles. So this should be perfect. And I love it how it's got a lot of cushioning around the ankle area. Like the big swoosh, like on the back. That's pebbled. It's just like a really high, or to me, it feels like a high premium kind of sneaker. And especially because it's Kobe, so there's a little bit of like hype behind it as well. So there's a name to it. Every time you think of a Kobe sneaker, it's, you know, brings back memories of the awesomeness that he brought to us. Rest in peace, Kobe, man. The retail price is around I think it was around $280. But since I was at courtside, they were offering 10% of everything. So it came down, I think it was $252 if I'm not mistaken. So I saved $30. The guy that showed me this, because I forgot his name. Anyways, one of the really cool things is that a photographer, that he saw a photographer kind of noticed this detail. Because we all know that, Kobe's like the black mamba. That's his kind of signature style and everything like that. If you turn the shoe upside down, with all the stuff that you can see, it looks like almost a black mamba. Can you see the face at the top of the toe? It's like a snake. So if you look at it like this, it's like a snake. It's almost like a cobra, like almost something like that, yeah? All those kind of details kind of make the shoe a little bit more special to me. When you actually purchase a sneaker, they give you this like little booklet that is attached to the shoe. Kobe Protro 3, it has updated tongue padding around the collar. Very padded, very good for your ankles. It's got an updated upper mesh package. The zoom unit that they have here is pretty much, it's not the full length 100%, but it's pretty much like, let's say 80%, 70% of zoom just underneath the actual shoe. The midsole is a Cushlon 3.0, so definitely upgraded. And also they have improved the traction on this thing, because I was kind of sold already by just the way it looks. So I ended up just buying it just purely by the way that it looks, and the very few seconds that I did try it on, it felt so nice on. But this is probably just my first initial like kind of review on this. If I can, I'll try to do another review for you guys, like a performance review. I used to play basketball so much, yes, but right now in my day and age, man, or my age anyway, I don't play as much, so I can only give you like the first perception is like a fat boy playing basketball in these kind of thing. That's the best. But I will probably do some B-rolls in these and just try to see how it feels like. But before I do that, guys, please don't forget to like, sub, and hit that bell for notifications, please. Yeah, all that kind of good stuff helps me grow this channel. Casual lifestyle, it's still pretty cool. I don't know, I would as well, because it is an all-white sneaker, so matches with a lot of outfits. But in terms of performance, I do think it's got it. I wouldn't recommend it for people that really require speed. I think it's more for the bigger players that need that kind of more support to be grounded on the floor while they're like bumping and grinding. Nice. Not bumping and grinding, bumping and pushing in the paint and all that kind of stuff. That would work a lot more for them, especially if you got a really good post game and all that kind of stuff. But if you're like all about speed and everything, you probably go for the lower ones, man. I think that's probably the better ones to go for. But that's just my recommendation. Everyone's different, especially me. But yeah, thanks once again for watching, guys. I really highly appreciate all the love and support that you guys been giving me through the years. And I hope to do more content for you guys. And yeah, thanks once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and like. Yeah! Peace. And I love you guys. Thank you once again. And I hope you're having a good time and staying safe. See you guys.
Time's been moving slowly, so we already in too deep. Can't get no sleep on each other, heavy teasing all day. And when the sun sets, you asking me to come through, kick it with you.